saw you huddle up everybody on 18. What's the message before you guys start?
Well, the message is just to remind them all the work we've done and how hard we've worked and how much we've prepared, how much we've won over the years, and just how good we are and how ready we are. We're not trying to get lucky. We're not trying to be a team of destiny or, have all the cards align or whatever. We're just trying to be us and be as good as we've prepared to be.
Being you guys has been pretty good over the last month or so. How would you say that the form is, and I guess that confidence coming off what you guys just did?
Yeah, I think, I keep hearing people say, oh, hopefully we peak at the right time. I don't feel like we're that close to peaking, but we've just gotten incrementally better. I look at each of their games, and I see little parts that are a little better than they were a month ago or 2 months ago. Specifically, the way, Josele has come on in the last month is massive for us. Michael Miasa steadily has gotten better all year. So that's kind of been our focus, is just keep getting a little bit better. It's so cliche to say, get a little better every day, but maybe get a little better every month. And I feel like right now everybody's a little better than they've ever been.
When you get to this point, is there any more talk of how close last year was, or is it just, moving, turn the page now, I guess? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it gets brought up so much, but it's not something we talk about, really. We're not afraid to talk about it, but it's just kind of irrelevant, honestly. Like, that was so long ago. And this has been the longest 360 days of my entire life, for sure. So it's a whole new deal. We remember it, we learn from it. It helps us be a little more prepared, I think. But we also have a bunch of new guys that weren't here. They probably were watching it on TV. So I don't know. It doesn't give us any bonus points, but I'm glad we had that experience, and it'll help us if we end up finding a way to win this thing. I think we'll look back on last year and say, oh, that really helped us.
Coach, what are some of the things you hear from the visiting teams and coaches about this course, the market, and just how spoiled you guys are to have this at your disposal?
Yeah, it's funny. When we first got the bid, it was a very competitive process. A lot of other teams wanted these 3 years, and ASU and Scottsdale and Greyhawk were able to get the bid, and so there was a little bit of competitive scenario where no one was really happy about this other than us. And I think there was some thoughts early on that the course might not play hard enough, and that's totally been disproved. I mean, it's played very difficult, and the last couple years, the very top teams have all made match play. So the course has shown out great, and I think I don't hear anything critical anymore. I hear, wow, they've really done an amazing job, and we're going to miss this place. So it's been absolutely incredible. This is going to be sort of a nostalgic, sad week, although a happy week, because it's the last one, at least for now. And I think there's a lot of people that work a lot of hours that are probably happy about that. But come May next year, people are going to miss this, and we certainly will too. So it's going to be a special week.
What's your pitch trying to get it back here one day?
Honestly, not really worried about that right now. Our pitch, which I'm not really a big part of, but so many other people are. Our pitch is to host an amazing championship for 3 straight years, and I think it's always been, look, let's do it the best it's ever been done, and let them go somewhere else, and then see where we stack up.
Last year you had two freshmen in the lineup. They had to come up big, Josele and Preston. This year, Michael and Luke are in the lineup for the national championship. Talk about how big of a role they're going to need to play.
Yeah, it wasn't in the huddle, but on the 18th green, I pulled both Josele and Preston aside, and I said, hey, you remember a year ago how nervous you were tonight and tomorrow morning going into that first round as a freshman. And that seems like a long time ago, but just know that Michael and Luke are probably feeling everything you felt. And I said, don't make a big deal of it, but if there's any little advice that you could pass on to them quietly, in the car or in the hotel room, feel free to do anything you can to relax those guys. It's tough. I mean, this is a lot of pressure for anybody. Every one of our guys, whether a freshman or senior, is going to be unable to eat lunch. They're going to be hands shaking, hard to breathe on that first tee tomorrow. That's just what happens. But as a freshman, it's extra tough. And so those are special freshmen, but it's still going to feel, they're going to feel all of that tomorrow. And I think having some guys like Josele and Preston that were in the same boat last year is a good thing for us.
No matter what happens, this is going to be the last week this team is together, all with each other for the last time. How much time are you guys going to be spending this week together, and what's this week going to look like off the course also?
That's a cool question, because every team's different, and you spend so much time together. People think golf's an individual sport, and it is, because you can't play defense and pass the ball, and your score is your score, but there's no way people spend more time together on a team than the golfers do. Just the volume of practice and every meal and every night at the hotel, and they live together and drive together. Like, they are a tight team. And so, yeah, it's always sad at the end. And the problem is it's always sad for everybody but one, you know? If you find a way to win, now you have this thing that binds you together forever. And, you know, that's what you just so hope for a team that's this close. They're like brothers. I mean, they really are. You've been around it, you know, like, they're brothers. And it'd be cool for them to have that bond for the rest of their lives that goes, you know, of having won it together.